Falcon fans? It's your boy Recondo coming back at you with another video. We are 1 week away from the draft to start on the 27th of April. Can't wait to see who the Falcons pick in that first round and who they pick, overall in this year's draft. But guys, today I'm gonna continue my series with talking about the cornerbacks that potentially the Falcons could definitely take on day 2 or day 3 in this draft. Two guys that's really been talked about a lot. This is a deep cornerback class, so it's definitely can be some guys that could go earlier that could definitely fall to day 2, early day 3 picks, stuff like that. We're going to talk about some of these guys who I think probably more likely might go in day 2 on people's board, but we're going to talk about these guys, and you guys let me know what you think about these two and how they probably would fit with these Atlanta Falcons. So guys, if you have not already, go ahead and please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the notification bell so you know I drop another video. Please hit the like button so I know you guys out here I talk about, and please share my video throughout the YouTube universe so more people can come in here and talk about these Atlanta Falcons. So the first guy I'm gonna talk about today, you probably heard a lot about him already. Deontay Banks out of Maryland. His season this year had 1 interceptions, 8 pass defense, 35 tackles. Good, solid cornerback. Really can track the ball well. His length, he's 6 feet tall, 197 pounds. Ran a 4.35 in the 40. His size and length is exactly what the Atlanta Falcons definitely looking for. He's fluid. His lower body is very fluid. He's really good in zone as well, even though he plays a lot of man, which you definitely, I think the Atlanta Falcons are going to play more of this year. And he's also a great tackler. So definitely go out and look at him. I like his physicality. He can really track the ball well downfield. He utilized the field like he's supposed to, especially going down the field on the sideline. He tags the ball, so he's not going out just trying to play the receiver. He's really have really good hands, and we're going to play a lot of man coverage with this Falcon this year. I really believe that. If you just want to look at what the New Orleans Saints did anyway under Ryan Nielsen and that defense, that's why we're bringing all these guys in. AJ can play man, of course. Hope Jeff Okudah can do something like that. But you're going to get another guy like Deontay Banks. Big guy, 6 feet, almost 200 pounds. Definitely somebody they definitely could consider in the second round, day 2 of the draft. So guys, let me know what you think about Deontay Banks. The next guy is another guy you probably heard about. Sam Smith, SEC guy out of South Carolina. 1 interception, 5 pass defense, 27 tackles. This guy here plays with anticipation. He really plays with anticipation. Reads the quarterbacks and receivers well, so he can understand route recognitions. Really being able to read the quarterback eyes and break on the ball. He has good length as well. Both of these guys has good length. He's 6'1", a little bit smaller, 180 pounds. He tacks the ball, right? He really goes out and try to get the ball out. And once again, he's a great tackler. We want to make sure we get good tacklers for this defense. We don't want anybody missing tackles. And if you look at the guys that the Falcons brought in during offseason and free agency, most all these guys are really, really good in the run game on defense. So I think we're looking at what the Falcons trying to do. And I think I said this on other shows as well, is that they want to be able to stop the ball, stop the run game, get in 3rd and longs. That's the plan. If you get in 3rd and longs, you'll be able to start to develop that pass rush. And if you got good coverage on the back end, it's harder for these quarterbacks to be able to diagnose and read, as soon as they want to get rid of the ball. So that front end and that back end work well together, but you got to have some good secondary pieces back there. Of course, we know the addition to Jesse Bates, AJ Terrell coming up on his 4th year, going into that 5th year. He's going to try to make a statement so he can get that bag like he need to. Jeff Okudah in the same situation, probably won't get his fifth round option picked up. However, he's going into a contract year, so you know he's going to try to do something as well. We have that savvy vet and Casey Hayward, so I think this secondary is really going to be good this year. But if that's the case, we could add another body like a Cam Smith, like a Deonte Banks. You gotta like our chances. We know Richie Grant should also take another step as well. Also, I wouldn't be surprised when we talk about defensive back if the Falcons also select the safety in this draft as well. You know, they got rid of the other safety. We had to release him when we brought in Bud Dupree. Releasing another 2 guys. I also believe that we're going to release more guys as well. Most of those guys are going to be some guys that really not going to affect them. Probably more camp bodies anyway. For they will sign in future contracts early in January. But as soon as we get those cuts, we'll definitely be able to provide some insight on that. The Falcons got about 81 players on the roster now. If you add the 7 draft picks, that leave about 3 players left. Undrafted guys, and so you got to kind of factor in, guys, and then we can also have to factor in guys after training camp. When they started to cut to a 53-man roster, we did that as well, bringing guys in, signing them as well. So we have to factor in probably some potential cuts. The Falcons did so well this offseason bringing in guys. It's not like the other seasons where they had about 20 guys coming in undrafted. So many guys on 1-year deals. This year's, you can start to see the foundation this team trying to build. Definitely through the draft, because you see all the young bodies that we have. This year, we mix it in with some veterans. The Falcons have really got a good potential to actually do something special. But we have to start on the defensive side. The old cliche, defense wins championships. And the Falcons have really focused on defense this year, and I see no reason why they won't continue that in the draft. Maybe not at number 1. Maybe they might go offensive lineman. That could be where they're headed, or they could stay on the defensive side of the ball, how they did most all season, and touch that. So we just don't know. But these 2 guys, Deonte Banks and Cam Smith, could definitely be considered on day 2. So let me know what you think about either of these guys going. I know some people can factor in guys like Christian Gonzalez and Devin Witherspoon, Joey Porter Jr. going early in the draft. Some more guys to consider. You think about a guy like Keely Ringo, Tyreek Stevenson out of Florida State. Out of Miami. Some of these guys. So this class is really deep at defensive back. So you really can pick your poison who you want. Scheme fit is always good. They can play man, they can play zone. Like I said, I really see the Falcons play a little bit more man this year. That's the case. I love the pick of like a guy like Deonte Banks in the 2nd round. But however, Cam Smith is a physical guy, played in SEC, so he knows the physicality, what it takes, to be a football player. So either one of these guys will be a good pick on day 2. But I really want to hear what you guys got to say. So just let me know. Guys, that's all I have. DBs coming up in the draft on day 2. This is your boy Recondo coming back at you with another video. Peace.